All right, hey everyone, and welcome to Module 7, Week 7. So first, I just want to point out that it is getting close to midterms. We just have a few weeks, and we will be having to report, as teachers, we report students who are not passing the class, who may be failing in midterms, or who are not attending the class by actually completing assignments. So keep that in mind if you're trying to drop the class and you just happen to watch this video, you're going to want to actually fill out the paperwork for that. Otherwise, we really want you to succeed, so we're going to try to reach out and let you guys know, hey, what can we do to help you with this? Because we want you to do well in your classes, okay? So a little housekeeping that I need to do. I want to let you know that I finished grading all of the Finding a Resource assignments, and as you already know, I sent out an email talking about plagiarism. Several of you, quite a few of you, actually plagiarized by either taking the complete sentences from websites that you were using to help you understand the assignment, or only maybe changing up a word here or a word there, but you didn't actually change the entire sentence into your own words. Also, you didn't cite your sources. And remember, the instructions specifically said not to copy sentences and to cite your sources. So I want you guys to understand, and I'm not trying to make you feel terrible right now. I know that this is a learning process, and that's why I graded harshly on that paper, but I'm giving you a chance to make it up, because I want you to recognize that it is a serious thing to do plagiarism, and to recognize even the little moments of plagiarism count as plagiarism. But you're able to fix it for this class, even though later, if you don't recognize it now, you could do it later and not have an easy time of fixing it. You could even fail a class or be sued if it's in the workforce. So if you did plagiarize on your paper and you got a 0 and you have not talked to me yet, if you will call me or come in and see me here in the library, then I can just give you a few pointers on what you can do to help fix your paper, and you can turn it back in for at least a 70, okay? But I don't want to accept a paper if you have not talked to me yet. You have to talk to me first, okay? These rules, these things about plagiarism, all the way through the course, this is what it is. This is what you need to follow. So even if you didn't mess up on this assignment and you didn't plagiarize, make sure you don't on any other assignments either, okay? And if you have questions, guys, contact me, let me know, message me, and I will work with you on it. I'll try to explain it, anything that you're needing. So I want you to catch that now and learn it now, okay? I have also graded the title pages practice assignment, and many of you don't realize, and I realize now that it was not in the video that I sent, so I didn't grade off on it, but you have to make your headers Times New Roman 12-point font, okay? And the whole paper, obviously, Times New Roman 12-point font. The other thing that I noticed a lot is students don't realize you have to change it to double space before you start entering down on the title page, okay? You change it to double space, and that does not mean entering twice and that's a double space. That is not just the case. So if you're having trouble with this, you need to watch the video, APA style, that was provided in the class, in the modules, so that you will understand how to change it to double space, okay? And that's for all of it. The only thing that it got wrong was that change the header to Times Roman. I gave you guys feedback on your title pages whenever there was something wrong, and I told you what to fix. So you need to make the corrections, because you're going to use that title page for your final project, okay? So I want you to go ahead and have a corrected title page so you won't get anything wrong on it for the final. This is the same for your research question. I gave back feedback on the research question in the Identify a Topic assignment. And if you changed your research question, make sure to change it on your title page, because you're using your research question as your title, okay? So don't forget to change that. And be sure to use the actual question. Don't just turn it into a statement or shorten it. I want the actual question. Then I gave some suggestions. You don't have to use suggestions. You can use whatever you feel like for that. Okay, so for this week, we are going into plagiarism more, and in the future I may change this so that I cover it earlier to help you guys understand. But we're actually going into plagiarism more, and we're going to have a paper, and in the instructions, guys, you've got to read the instructions. In the instructions, it tells you to don't put your name and the date and all class name or anything like that at the top. Just put a title at the top, okay? And don't use extra spaces throughout that paper either to make it look longer, okay? I know how these things look. I can grade it the way it's supposed to be. So don't try to make it longer like that. Follow the instructions. Make sure you cover all of the points that it wants you to discuss for the page. And if you go longer than a page, that's fine, but don't go shorter, okay? The next part is the plagiarism quiz. Now, there is a game, plagiarism game, that has been included in the module. You need to play that game because it's all the answers for the quiz. You cannot take the quiz more than once. You are only able to take it once. It's not a time limit. So if you play the game while you take the quiz, that's fine. But you want to play the game. You don't have to, but you want to because it'll give you the answers, okay? This is to try to make sure you understand plagiarism. I have included the links in multiple places so that you can get to the game, okay? Lastly, well, two other things. There's the evaluate your progress. It's just a paragraph. You're just telling me what you've learned, what you're having trouble with, what you think would be best for the class, any suggestions you have. I want to hear from you. The other thing is we have changed the Zoom assignment. There is no longer a Zoom assignment. I just don't feel like it's really flowing with the class at this time. So what it is if you need to talk with me one-on-one and you're either unable to come to the library because you're distance education, or you're just not able to come at the times I'm available or anything, you can message me a time that you would like to do a Zoom session, and we can talk face-to-face that way through Zoom, okay? And we'll set up a special time for you. That's not a problem. We can use our phones to do it. You can use your laptops to do it. Anything that has a webcam and microphone. And if you can't do it face-to-face, we can at least call. So that's what the Zoom session will be. And in Module 8, I'm going to discuss the actual assignments for the summaries. But you guys will want to go ahead and look at Module 8 because it's dealing with articles and books, and you actually have to read them. So some of you will need to do some interlibrary loans, and you need to have time for them to come in. So make sure to look at that. It will be open in advance for you, okay? That is it for now. If you have questions, please message me, and I'll try to answer them as quickly and as best as I can to help you guys out. Thanks.